first base. DHing for today, number 17, batting fifth, Shiflett. Be batting for the pitcher, number 1, Kaufman. Playing second base, batting sixth, number 6, McClintock. Catching for today, batting seventh, number 2, Michael. Playing right field, batting eighth, number 27, Stotler. And playing shortstop, number 13, McConaughey. Your subs for Berkeley Springs are number 25, Olibaugh, 7 Hinkle, number 5, Dillon, 35, Stotler, 11, Groves, 8, Kessel, 4, Moon, and 16, Henry. Your subs for Kaiser are number 6, Alan Smith, number 11, River Cameron, number 16, Lane Zaycott, number 14, Hayden Hare, number 13, Mason Ravenscroft, number 7, Maddox Tysinger, and number 12, Nolan Malott. Kaiser will be wearing the Army National Guard jerseys for today's game. Your starting lineup for Kaiser, leading things off, playing shortstop, wearing number 3, Lucas Williamson. Batting seventh, wearing number 8, playing in center field, Landon Tysinger. Handling the catching duties, batting third, number 15, Hunter Haar. Batting cleanup, wearing number 10, playing third base, Cam Larkin. Batting fifth, wearing number 4, playing second base, Lucas Davey. Batting sixth, wearing number 2, playing in left field, Mikey Mungold. Batting seventh, wearing number 9, playing first base, Wes Hahn. Batting eighth, wearing number 1, Cole Holland. He will be playing in right field. And in batting ninth, we have number 5, Leighton Valentine, will be DHing for the pitcher for today, number 17, Sawyer Rodehaver. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
And we want to welcome you to Tornado TV's coverage of tonight's varsity baseball matchup between the visiting Berkeley Springs Indians and your Kaiser High School Golden Tornado. Once again, we heard from PA announcer Mr. Dean Davey. The starting lineups for both teams today had the national anthem. And we'll take a look here defensively at what the Golden Tornado are going to put on the field. Once again, playing left field, Mikey Mungold. In center, Landon Tysinger. And right, Cole Holland. Then across the infield, playing third, you have Larkin. Shortstop, Williamson. Second base, Davey. And playing first is Hahn. And then on the hold on, I got to update that graphic. On the bump for the Golden Tornado will be Sawyer Rodehaver. And then behind the plate will be Hunter Haar. So once again, it will be Sawyer Rodehaver starting and Valentine will be DHing for him. Once again, as mentioned during the starting lineups, Kaiser wearing special National Guard uniforms today. A olive green base with some camouflage sleeves and details. They'll be in their white pants. And as always, we want to go through and thank Kaiser Fox's Pizza Den for their support of all things Golden Tornado, especially for supporting our live streams this year for football, basketball, and now for baseball as well.
Leading off the top of the first for Berkeley Springs, we have number 24, Rankin.
And leading off for Berkeley Springs will be the third baseman, number 24, Rankin. Berkeley Springs did not give us first names on their lineup, so we will just refer to them by their last name. We apologize for anyone tuning in from Berkeley Springs, but we will at least go through and get position and last name for you. First pitch in for a strike. Sawyer Rodehaver starting off strong here with his first pitch, getting ahead on the third baseman for the Indians. And that ball is driven into left field for a leadoff single.
Now batting number 9, Moore.
So with nobody out, leadoff hitter Rankin finds his way on board with the leadoff single. That'll bring up number 9, Moore, the center fielder. See how Kaiser tries to go through and defend the runner on first here. Rodehaver as a lefty has a little bit of advantage. Good job there by Cam Larkin, staying with that ground ball to third. He gets it across in time for out number 1. Rankin will advance on the ground out. So with 1 out, that'll bring up the first baseman, number 3, Miller. First pitch in there for a strike. Rodehaver doing a good job so far, at least, keeping these Indians hitters honest. They've been swinging early. Ball in the zone. That ball is flied into center field. And it is tracked down there by the center fielder, number 8, Landon Tysinger, for out number 2.
Now batting number 19, McCumbee.
That'll bring to the plate the left fielder, number 19, McCumbee. First pitch in there for a strike. So Rodehaver doing a really good job so far, starting off these Berkeley Springs hitters by attacking the zone. Just misses for ball 1. Oh, 0-2. Sorry, that wasn't in there for a strike. And he gets that one by him for the punch-out. So a really impressive inning for Sawyer Rodehaver. Gives up the leadoff single, but comes back and gets a ground out, a fly out, and a strikeout. It's an 8-pitch inning for the Golden Tornado. Just what they want to go through and see from their starting pitcher. We are going to step out for a 30-second ad break from today's sponsor, Kaiser Fox's Pizza Den. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Tornado TV. Once again, I want to go through and thank everyone for joining us here on Tornado TV. Your starting lineup for the Golden Tornado as they come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off will be the shortstop, number 3, Lucas Williamson. Batting second, number 8, the center fielder, Landon Tysinger. And batting third, the catcher, Hunter Haar. Once again, doing the pitching today for Berkeley Springs. Number 1, Kaufman, will be on the mound. And behind the plate, we have number 2, Michael. So literally a 1 playing the 1 position and 2 playing the 2 position. See if Kaiser can start things off here. Their leadoff hitter, Lucas Williamson, probably been the most productive batter so far in this Golden Tornado lineup so far this season. At least the games that we've gone through and brought you, he has had multiple hit games so far on the season. We'll see what he does here to start the Golden Tornado off in the home half of the first inning. First pitch in there is high. Ball 1. That one also misses the zone. Williamson finds himself ahead 2-0. Kaufman's got to be really careful here. Doesn't want to leave anything over the plate for the dangerous leadoff hitter for the Golden Tornado. Off-speed pitch is in there for a strike. Needed that one. Went with the off-speed pitch to make sure that Williamson couldn't jump on it. Counts now 2-1. And that catches the corner for strike 2.
Protect, Willie.
Williamson now with a 2-2 count. That one misses the zone, and it brings the count to full. So good bit of patient hitting here from the leadoff hitter, number 3, Williamson. See what Kaufman throws him here. A fastball down low in the zone. Williamson chases it, and it's a strikeout and out number 1. That will bring to the plate the center fielder, number 8, Landon Tysinger.
Shot, Lando. Get on your...
That ball driven into left.
Good job, kiddo.
And Tysinger is on with a double. Nice bit of hitting there from the number 2 hitter in the Golden Tornado lineup. And the Golden Tornado now are in business with a runner in scoring position, only 1 out. That will bring to the plate the catcher, number 15, Hunter Haar. If you have been following the Golden Tornado on socials, Haar, of course, hit a grand slam when the Golden Tornado were playing over at East Hardy. First pitch in there for a ball. Kaufman going to be very careful with the dangerous number 3 hitter for the Golden Tornado. Swung on and fouled off for strike one. Golden Tornado would love to go through and get the first run of the game here. Get a lead early in this contest. Next pitch gets past the catcher, and that will allow Tassinger to advance 90 feet on the pass ball. Brings the count 2-1. Tassinger 90 feet away from home. Conceivable as long as Hard gets some type of contact here on the ground, Golden Tornado will get the first run of the game. That one is fouled back. The count's now even at 2-2. Have to see if Hard changes his approach here now with 2 strikes. Especially with the runner only being 90 feet away and there only being 1 out in the contest. Fastball low and outside, and the count is now full. Full count now on the catcher for Kaiser, and there is a pickoff move. Nothing there. Tassinger gets back safely. Pitch comes to the plate. And the off-speed pitch breaks across the zone for the second strikeout of the inning. Big punch out there for Kaufman to help his own cause. And now with 2 outs, that will bring to the plate number 10, Cam Larkin. Larkin's job now, of course, got more difficult. Now that there are 2 outs, going to have to go through and get a base hit to get this run to score. First pitch misses the zone, ball 1. Kaufman gets the sign. Likes what he sees. That ball is flat up to the third baseman, Rankin. And after the fly out to the third baseman, the Golden Tornado are unable to go through and cash in on that double by Landon Tassinger. So no runs on 1 hit. Golden Tornado will come back out to play some defense here in the top half of the second inning. We're going to step out for a 30-second ad break. Be back here in just a few moments on Tornado TV. Once again, I want to welcome you back here to Tornado TV. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this West Virginia SSAC high school matchup between the visiting Berkeley Springs Indians and your Kaiser High School Golden Tornado. This is the last regular season game for both of these teams, I believe. I know it is for Kaiser. They will go into sectional play next week. Up on the hill here behind us, we actually have a sectional matchup going on right now at the softball field. The Kaiser High School Golden Tornado girls softball team hosting Hampshire. Don't have a score update right now, but they were leading by 10 or more runs last time we went through and saw that. So now batting for Berkeley Springs, number 17, Shiflett, the DH. That ball tapped foul for strike one. So did just get an update on the softball game up behind us on the hill here. Kaiser leads 19-2 in the fourth inning. If the Lady Golden Tornado win that matchup, they will go on to play Frankfort once again. Ball misses for ball one. Brings the count to 1-1. That ball's in the dirt for ball two. And Rodehaver will now have to be careful with the power hitting DH in the number 5 spot. That ball is fouled back out of play. It brings the count even to 2-2. See how Rodehaver decides to go through and approach this next pitch. Lefty likes the sign. Goes from the windup and delivers. That ball's in the dirt. Brings the count to full at 3-2. Rodehaver had a very impressive and efficient first inning. See if he can battle back here with the full count now on the DH. That one just hits foul. Shiflett putting up quite a fight here against Rodehaver as the leadoff hitter at the top of the second.
Come on, Sawyer.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat. And that one misses low. And the DH draws a leadoff walk.
Now batting, number 6, McClintock.
That'll bring the second baseman, number 6, McClintock, to the plate for the Indians. Looks like Berkeley Springs is going to put a pinch runner into the game for their DH. Number 5, Dylan. First pitch misses outside, ball one. Second pitch from Rodehaver. In there for a swinging strike. McClintock now with a 1-1 count. Runner on first, nobody out. Lefty checks the runner. Comes set. And he delivers strike number 2. Difficult situation to be in here for the courtesy runner on first for Berkeley Springs. Left-handed pitcher is always difficult. Going to either have to go first move or see what happens there. And Rodehaver goes through and delivers the punch out, his second of the game for out number 1.
Now batting, number 2, Michael.
So that will bring the catcher, number 2, Michael, to the plate. One out, runner on first. That's swung on and missed for strike one. When Ritter-Haver has found success so far in this game, it's always been starting out aggressive in the zone, leadoff strikes. That one catches the top of the zone for strike number two, and Ritter-Haver is now in control. It's an 0-2 count. That one high and outside. Brings the count to 1-2. See now that he has the eyes looking up if he brings a little breaking ball down into the zone. Ground ball to the second baseman.
Good job, boy.
Sorry, line drive to the second baseman there. Lucas Davey with the nice line drive catch, and then the put out on the double play to get the courtesy runner. So the line out to the second baseman, then the 4-3 put out for out number 3. Just what Ritter-Haver needed there. That double play does a good job keeping the pitch count down. His total pitch count right now only at 23. And due up this inning for the Golden Tornado, the second baseman, Lucas Davey, who just made that great double play there. He will lead off for the Golden Tornado, followed by the left fielder, number 2, Mikey Mungold, and then the first baseman, number 9, Wes Hahn. We're going to step out for a 30-second ad break. Going to be back here in 30 seconds on Tornado TV. Once again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and joining us here on Tornado TV. If you've not done so already, please go through and like and subscribe to our Tornado TV YouTube channel. Go through and keep you up to date on all things Golden Tornado. And the second baseman, Davey, digs in for his first pitch of the bottom of the second. That one fouled back for strike one. Davey just misses that one. Second pitch. Misses outside for ball one. Kaufman at 17 pitches so far on the game. Fairly efficient for the first inning as well. That one fouled up the third base line, and Davey now finds himself in a 1-2 hole. Now I have to see what Kaufman wants to go with here. He has shown a much slower breaking pitch that so far the Golden Tornado have not been able to go through and pick up the spin out of his hand. See what he decides to go through and throw here to the number 5 hitter in the Golden Tornado lineup.
Good shot, kid.
Brings the heat, drives that ball into left field. And Davey is on board with a leadoff single. Nice bit of hitting there from the second baseman to get the Golden Tornado in business here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring the left fielder, number 2, Mikey Mungold, to the plate. Mungold sporting the bubblegum blue and pink bat. He squares the bunt, lays that down the third base line.
Beautiful bunt, Mikey.
And Mungo does his job, laying down the sacrifice bunt, moving Davey into scoring position. So 1 out for the Golden Tornado, but a runner on second. That will bring the third baseman, number 9, Wes Hahn, to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. So Golden Tornado playing a little small ball here in the home half of the second, getting the runner in scoring position with only 1 out. That pitch high and inside, and it's now 1-1. Wes Hahn love to make solid contact here. That sweeping pitch misses for ball number 2. That pitch tighten inside for ball 3, and it is now a hitter's count for the young first baseman from Kaiser. Hahn digs in. That one is fouled straight back into the backstop, and the count is now full. So Kaufman has not gotten rattled, even when falling behind in the count to these Kaiser hitters. Let's see what he decides to go with here with the full count on the freshman first baseman.
Good adjustment, kid.
Hahn spoils that off-speed pitch, and the count stays full.
Come on now, Wes. Drive one, bud.
Foul ball grounded up the third base line. Skips past the third baseman and right across the bag, and Hahn is on with a single. Davey could not advance too far there since it was hit to the left side of the field, but that does put runners on the corners for the Golden Tornado with only 1 out. That will bring the speedy right fielder, number 1, Cole Holland, to the plate. See how the Golden Tornado approach this runners on first and third situation. Always got to be careful here for the step-off pick to third and then wheel around and throw back to first pickoff mood. Kaufman instead just goes for the straight pick at first. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. And it has gotten very quiet here at John Kruk Field, as the Golden Tornado face their first scoring opportunity.
There you go, kid.
Cole Holland with a hard ball driven up the center field. Once again, we talked about the speedy Cole Holland, and he is in with a double, an RBI double with that. Davey will come home to score the first run of the game. Hahn makes his way to third, and Holland has that RBI double for the Golden Tornado. A much-needed hit for the Golden Tornado. And that will bring up the DH, number 5, Leighton Valentine.
Come on now, Leighton.
Valentine, the 9-hitter, has been relatively hot hitting here lately, being very productive at the bottom end of this Golden Tornado lineup. Would love to see things roll over here and get back to the top of the order with runners in scoring position. First pitch to Valentine. High and outside for ball 1. Kaufman gets the sign. That one misses inside for ball 2. Third pitch to Valentine. Kaufman from the stretch. That's in there for a strike. Kaufman ready. Delivers.
There you go.
And that is going to be grounded past the second baseman on the hop. 1 run will score as Wes Hahn makes his way home. Cole Holland makes his way to second, and Valentine is on. We're going to give him the hit on that situation. We give the error on the second baseman. Probably going to go E4 there. Either way, Golden Tornado now lead 2-0. And it brings up the top of the lineup for Kaiser, number 3, Lucas Williamson. Kaufman steps off to see Valentine takes off. Throw down to second is wide of the pitcher. It looks like that was going to be maybe a ball back to the pitcher that missed. Either way, Valentine makes his way to second. Brings the count to 1-0 on Williamson. That one fouled back. Brings the count to 1-1. See if Williamson can do what Valentine did in his at bat. Put a ball in play to get a run across for the Golden Tornado. That pitch misses inside. And it's now a 2-1 count on the dangerous hitting leadoff hitter for the Golden Tornado, Lucas Williamson. That ball misses low, and now it is a hitter's count. Once again, this inning started off with a nice bit of hitting from the second baseman for Kaiser, Lucas Davey, who started the inning off with a leadoff single. And from there, the Golden Tornado had a nice double by Cole Holland. And after that ball in the dirt, Williamson will make his way to first with a walk. That'll bring to the plate the center fielder, number 8, Landon Tysinger. Tysinger doubled in his first plate appearance and now has a bases-loaded situation. Tysinger, if he can find another hit here, has a chance to break things open for the Golden Tornado in the bottom of the second. Once again, currently on the base path for the Golden Tornado, standing at third, the right fielder, number 1, Cole Holland. At second base, the DH, Leighton Valentine. And on first after the walk, the shortstop, number 3, Lucas Williamson. Once again, coming to the bat for the Golden Tornado, center fielder Landon Tysinger, who doubled in the first inning. Advanced to third on a pass ball, but was stranded there. First pitch high for a ball. Kaufman going to have to definitely work here to get out of this jam. Breaking ball in for a strike. Brings the count to 1-1. That pitch misses inside. Tatzinger's now ahead 2-1. Tatzinger should be sitting fastball here. That one misses and kicks wide. Brings the count to 3-1. Got to think that maybe Cole Holland on third base there didn't read the direction of that ball kicking away from the catcher, Michael. Or maybe just didn't want to go through and risk putting another out on the board with Tatzinger at the plate with a 3-1 count. Kaufman steps off, trying to keep the runners honest. That pitch in for a strike. And now the count is full. So battle of wills here. See who can win this at bat, Kaufman or Tatzinger. That ball driven into center field. Going to get cut off there by the right fielder. Holland is going to attempt to score. And he is tagged out at the plate.
Can't slide with the bat in the way.
So Tatzinger flies out to the right fielder for the second out of the inning. And then Statler makes a strong throw home and catches Cole Holland on his attempt to score. Golden Tornado are able to go through and put 2 runs across in that inning. Can't help but feel, though, that they would have loved to have got at least 1 or 2 more in that situation. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the lineup, up to bat. Tatzinger did make contact on that full count pitch, just was unable to drive it deep enough into the outfield for the sac fly. Up to bat this inning for the Berkeley Springs Indians, the 8-9-1 hitters. The right fielder, who just made the nice catch and throw out there for the double play. Statler will lead things off. Then McConaughey, the shortstop, and then back to the top of the lineup with the third baseman, number 24, Rankin. Well, we have some time. Do want to go through and remind everyone of the Kaiser High School Athletic Trust. The trust is designed to go through and try to raise funds for improvements to facilities here at Kaiser High School. You can see the QR code there on your screen, or there is the Facebook link there at the bottom. Plans for the Kaiser High School Athletic Trust, if they're able to go through raising the funds, is a turf renovation project up at the football and soccer fields. Football and soccer field. And then, of course, a multi-sport athletic building that could serve as a locker room and storage area for some of the other sports as well. So if you want to give a one-time donation or a recurring donation, you can find the Kaiser Athletic Trust on Facebook.
Leading off the top of the third for Berkeley Springs, number 27, Stotler.
It was good. Leading off for the Indians, the right fielder, number 27, Stotler.
Good start.
First pitch in there for a strike. So Rotohaver's done a really good job, at least so far this game, being aggressive in the zone early, that first pitch. That one misses for a ball. That one high and outside, ball 2. Brady Haver, 4th pitch of the at-bat. That one just catches the zone, brings the count to 2-2. Both pitchers right now with 2 punch-outs on the evening. Stotler does a good job of spoiling that pitch. And the count stays even at 2-2. And he blows that one by him for out number 1 in the inning.
Now batting number 13, McConaughey.
They'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the shortstop, McConaughey. See what Rudehaver decides to go through and do with his first pitch here. That ball is grounded back up the middle. And McConaughey is on with a single. Nice bit of hitting there from the number 9 hitter. And that will roll the Indians back around to the top of the lineup. Bring up number 24, Rankin, the third baseman. He singled in his first plate appearance. Jumped on the second pitch that he saw in the at-bat. That ball gets past the catcher, Hunter Haar. And McConaughey will advance 90 feet. So not what the Golden Tornado want right there, a pass ball situation. Putting runners in scoring position. That pitch misses badly outside of the zone. And Rudehaver falls behind 2-0. Rudehaver steps off. Don't know whether he was just keeping the runner honest there or just didn't like the call. And that one in for a strike. Brings the count to 2-1. That one driven to center field. Center fielder does a great job there ranging back. Didn't seem like he saw it there for a while. Landon Tysinger kind of froze for a second, then had to get on his horse to corral that fly ball. But he gets it and is able to go through and keep McConaughey at second. Brings 2 outs to the inning. And will bring the center fielder, number 9, Moore up. Moore grounded out to the third baseman, Larkin, in his first appearance. First pitch. Misses for ball 1. Second pitch, skied up. And caught there by the first baseman, Wes Hahn. The flyout brings the third out of the inning. And that single from McConaughey ends up not costing the Golden Tornado anything. Do have a score update for you from the softball field. The Kaiser High School Golden Tornado girls softball team defeats Hampshire 19-3 in 5 innings, and they will advance to play Frankfort again tomorrow. This is a double elimination sectional for the Lady Golden Tornado, so they would have to beat Frankfort twice in order to advance out of the sectional, losing to them earlier this week. I think the score of that game was 8-3. Looks like there will be a new pitcher taking the mound for the Indians. Looks like number 27, Stotler, will move from right field into do pitching duty for the Indians. Not sure if Stotler stayed in the game, maybe. Looks like Stotler came in to pitch, and Kaufman is now playing right field. So just a straight swap, right fielder for pitcher, defensively for the Indians. The new pitcher, Stotler, will face the 3-4-5 hitters for the Golden Tornado. Number 15, Hunter Harr, number 10, Cam Larkin, and number 4, Lucas Davey.
Number 27, Stotler, moving from the mound to right field. Number 1, Kaufman.
So Kaufman exits the mound with a total pitch count of 45 pitches. And that will bring the power hitting catcher for Kaiser to the plate, number 15, Hunter Harr. Harr struck out looking in his first plate appearance. Kind of a rare sight for the catcher for Kaiser. Harr does not strike out often. Have to go through and think he definitely want to go through and make up for that in this at bat. First pitch misses for ball. Second pitch high. And Harr is now ahead 2-0. That one misses low and inside. Count is now 3-0.
Your favorite count, buddy.
Have to see here in this situation, Golden Tornado up 2-0. Does Harr have the green light here on the 3-0 pitch? He does, and he hits a looping fly ball behind the first baseman, tracked down by the second baseman for out number 1. So good job there from McClintock, ranging to his left, tracking that down on the edge of the infield. And it is the first out of the inning for the Golden Tornado. Bring Cam Larkin to the plate. He flew out his first plate appearance. Ball 1. Stotler ready for a second pitch. That one misses low. And now Larkin finds himself in a 2-0 count. That one misses inside. And now Larkin finds himself in the same spot as Harr, ahead 3-0. Question is, once again, does he have the green light on the 3-0 pitch? And that's a 4-pitch walk as Larkin draws the walk and makes his way to first base. That will bring the second baseman, number 4, Davey, to the plate. Lucas led off the bottom half of the second inning with a leadoff single, came around to score the first run of the contest for the Golden Tornado. Ball low in the dirt. Davey now ahead 1-0. See what the senior second baseman can go through and do here with his second plate appearance. That one also low into the dirt. And he finds himself ahead 2-0. Stotler, since entering the game, has fallen behind Har 3-0, Larkin 3-0, and now finds himself behind 2-0 to the second baseman for Kaiser. That one just catches the inside corner. First strike thrown by Stotler so far since he's made his way to the mound.
That's a balk.
And they're going to get him for a balk attempt.
All right, buddy, there he sits. Does the balk add a pitch? Doesn't.
So Larkin will make his way to second on the balk. Brings the count now to 3-1.
Come on now, it's got to be you. Got to be perfect.
So 3-1 count on the second baseman, Lucas Davey. That ball misses high and out of the zone, and Davey will make his way to first with a walk. Second time he's been on the base path this game for the Golden Tornado. We'll bring Mungold to the plate. Once again, runners on first and second, one out. Mungold with a sacrifice bunt in his first plate appearance. I think he's not going to sacrifice here, with there already being one out in the inning. First pitch misses, ball one. Golden Tornado do have a good bit of speed in this lineup. That ball misses badly, and Mungold is now ahead 2-0. Now, just talking about the speed this Golden Tornado team has, you'd have to think anything even here, a little chopper on the infield is not going to be a guaranteed out. That one misses inside, and it's now a 3-0 count against Mungold. Now, previous Golden Tornado in this situation have been swinging on the 3-0 count. I would think, as much as Stotler has struggled here, that he would have the take sign. He crowds the plate, and that pitches in for a strike.
Still got to be you, bud.
3-1 count now on Mungold. He drives that one to the left side of the infield.
You got one set 90. Let's go.
So we'll see a 6-4 putout of Davey at second. Mungold will find his way onto first with a fielder's choice. Larkin will advance to third on the ground ball. Runners on the corner now, 2 outs, as the first baseman, Wes Hahn, comes to the plate. He walked in his first plate appearance. Ball one, Mungold takes second. Two runners now in scoring position for the young first baseman. Second pitch in there for a strike. Brings the count to 1-1.
Good hold.
That pitch is high. Brings the count to 2-1. That pitch catches the inside corner, brings the count to 2-2. It's again 2-2, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. That's pitch sails.
Good one.
They're yelling down for a reason, buddy.
Larkin will score. Mungold will advance to third on the wild pitch. And it makes the count full. And that one gets by Hahn for the punch out. Golden Tornadoes still get one run across in that inning. Expand their lead to 3-0 over Berkeley Springs as we head into the top of the fourth. We're going to step out for an ad break and be back here in 30 seconds on Tornado TV. Once again, if you're just joining us, Golden Tornado lead 3-0 over the visitors from Berkeley Springs. Defensively right now for the Golden Tornado, Mungold, Tysinger, and Holland in the outfield. Larkin and Williamson on the left side, Davey and Hahn on the right side. Behind the plate, Hunter Haar, and on the mound is Sawyer Rodehaver.
Leading off the top of the fourth for Berkeley Springs, number 3, Miller.
Batting in this half of the inning for the Berkeley Springs Indians, 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Starting with the first baseman, number 3, Miller. First pitch from Rodehaver is inside for ball 1. Miller, in his first plate appearance, flew out to Tysinger in center field. Nice low strike there from Rodehaver, and it swung on and missed. Brings the count to 1-1. That one just misses outside. Brings the count to 2-1. That one swung on and fouled off. Brings the count to 2-2.
Way out in front of it there, Hunter. Be smart here, kid.
Let's see what Hunter Haar and Rodehaver here decide to go through and throw with this 2-2 count on the number 3 hitter for the Indians. Looks like he
Good job, Mikey.
hung a little bit of a breaking ball there. Flied down the third base line, but it is tracked down there by the left fielder, Mikey Mungold, for the first out in the inning. That'll bring the number 4 hitter, the left fielder, McCumbee, to the plate. He struck out in his first plate appearance. First pitch misses for ball 1. That one driven to center field. Tassinger comes in and gets that one. And now there are 2 outs in the inning. So some great play so far in this game from the outfielders for the Golden Tornado. Both Tassinger and Mungold done a great job covering that center and left field area so far in this game. That'll bring the DH Shiflett to the plate. He walked in his first plate appearance. Looks at strike 1. Rotohaver ready for his second pitch of the at-bat. Gets a ground ball to the second baseman, Davey. Flips it over to Hahn at first. And with that, the Golden Tornado with a 1-2-3 inning. Nice bit of defense there from the Golden Tornado and pitching. Brings Rotohaver's pitch count to only 45 pitches as he clears the 4th inning. Due up in the home half of the 4th inning for the Golden Tornado, the 8-9-1 hitters Cole Holland, Valentine, and Williamson. Once again, talked about the fact that this is the final regular season game for the Golden Tornado. Next week they will begin. Technically, it's regional play. It used to be sectionals and regionals, but this regional contest, Golden Tornado will face Robert C. Byrd in the first game. Once again, just like with the girls matchup that we went through, talked about double elimination matchups.
Before we get started here in the bottom of the 4th inning, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Mason Ravenscroft.
Golden Tornado getting ready to go through and come to the plate here, home half of the 4th. Once again, leading off for the Golden Tornado, the right fielder, Cole Holland. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Holland doubled his first time at the plate, scoring the first run of the game as Lucas Davey came around to score. Pitch in there for a strike, brings the count to 2-1. Holland, once again, one of the many freshmen on this Golden Tornado team.
Well, now, Cole, got to be perfect, kiddo.
Brings the count to 3-1. Stotler ready, comes for the windup. That pitch misses inside, and Holland finds his way on with a leadoff walk. That will bring the DH, number 5, Leighton Valentine, to the plate. He hit a hard ground ball to the second baseman in the 2nd inning. It was ruled an error. did go through and score the second run for the Golden Tornado. Holland takes off for second. And he is in with a stolen base. So good bit of running there from the speedy Cole Holland. Oh, it looks like first pitch was a strike. Apologize. And now Valentine falls behind 0-2. And Valentine takes a cut at that one, but is unable to catch up with it. He strikes out for the first out of the inning for the Golden Tornado. That will bring the leadoff hitter, number 3, Lucas Williamson, to the plate. Williamson has a walk and a strikeout in his 2 plate appearances so far in this game. Looking for his first hit. Little hop spin there from Stotler on a pick attempt to try to get Cole Holland. Trying to go through and keep him honest. The speedy right fielder, always looking to go through and advance 90 feet. And the first pitch for Williamson's in there for a strike. Ball on the outside. Brings the count to 1-1. Williamson drives that one over the second baseman's head into shallow right field. Got to think that Holland's going to be on his horse, trying to come home. And he will score, and Williamson, taking advantage of the short pitch, or the short throw there to the first baseman, takes advantage and advances to second. So great bit of base running there by the Golden Tornado. Holland coming around to score, and Williamson advances to second on the throw. So an RBI single for Williamson. With 1 out and Williamson at second, it'll bring the center fielder, Tysinger, to the plate. Finally, some of the silence, the awkward silence that's been here at Kruk Field is starting to go away as the Golden Tornado dugout starting to get a little bit of life. Up 4-0 now. That pitch in for a strike. Second pitch, and we get a ball call.
Does that pitch count?
Williamson will advance to third on the balk.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Keeps the count at 0-1. Williamson advancing on the balk. Tysinger drives the ball into center. Caught there by the center fielder. Williamson will come home to score as the throw is up the third base line. So Williamson will score as Tysinger gets a sacrifice fly for the second out of the inning. So that will bring up Hunter Harr. Harr has struck out and flown out to the second baseman. And that is called a no pitch, as they're going to say that Stotler did not come set. That's what they called the balk on earlier that moved Williamson from second to third, put him into scoring position for that sacrifice fly. So Stotler going to have to go through and make sure that he's coming set here before delivering these pitches. Ball misses up, and now the count is 2-0 on Hunter Har. That one just missed by the catcher. Swung right over top of it.
Let's go, buddy.
Well, now, Richie.
Har flies that one into right field. And that will fall in. And Har will find his way on with a little bloop single. The Golden Tornado will enter Lane Zaycott into the game as a courtesy runner for the catcher, Har. He'll take his place at first. 2 outs, and that will bring the third baseman, number 10, Cam Larkin, to the plate. Larkin has flown out, walked, scored a run. First pitch misses for ball 1. That pitch misses. Back pick attempt. Does not get Zaycott. And Larkin's now ahead 2-0. Pitch low and inside. Ball 3. And Larkin now finds himself with a 3-0 count. He looks at strike 1. The first strike he's seen from Stotler in 2 plate appearances. He walked on 4 straight pitches his first time up. That one misses inside, and he draws his second walk of the contest. That will bring the senior number 4, Lucas Davey, to the plate. The second baseman has been on in both of his plate appearances, singling in the second and then drawing a walk in the third before being forced out at second on a ground ball hit by Mikey Mungold. First pitch in there for a strike.
No, don't get too aggressive, though. Wait for your pitch.
And Davey fouls the second one off. And it's now an 0-2 count.
Well, now, don't get anxious.
Once again, the senior Davey digs in. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second. That one misses outside for ball 1. That one misses high. Ball 2. Two count. 2 outs. That one's outside. Good bit of hitting here by Davey, being patient, and its count is now full.
Come on, bud, don't get caught sleeping.
So got to think here. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be in motion. Anything into the outfield should score a run for the Golden Tornado. And steps off. Once again, I have to think. Runners should be going. Davey reaches out, taps that one to the second baseman, and flies out for out number 3. Still, Golden Tornadoes scored 2 runs in the inning, extend their lead to 5-0 as we enter into the top of the 5th inning. We're going to step out for a little ad break and be back here in about 30 seconds on Tornado TV. As far as we know, here is your defensive lineup for the Golden Tornado. Once again, outfield still Mongo, Tysinger, and Holland. Left side of the infield, Larkin and Williamson. Right side, Davey and Hahn. Hunter Haar still behind the plate, and Sawyer Rodehaver still on the mound. Rodehaver been very efficient so far through his first 4 innings, only throwing 45 pitches total.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning for Berkeley Springs, number 6, McClintock.
Leading off for the Indians, the second baseman, number 6, McClintock. He struck out his first plate appearance. Rodehaver ready from the windup. First pitch misses low. Ball 1. That one wide outside. And McClintock is now ahead 2-0. Once again, when Rodehaver has found success so far in this game, it's been being aggressive early. But he finds himself falling behind 3-0. He seems to be breaking his hands a little early there on the windup, flying open a little bit. Might be causing him to go through and miss a little bit on the outside. See if he can settle down here and come back in and find the zone. That one misses. And McClintock finds himself on first base with a 4-pitch walk. See if Rodehaver can settle down here going from the stretch as he faces the catcher, number 2, Michael. He lined out to the second baseman, Davey, in his first plate appearance. Wasn't able to go through and get a double play ball as they picked the runner off of first. On the back pick attempt there by Hunter Haar. Ball gets away from the first baseman, makes his way into right field. And McClintock will make his way on to second after the E2. So 1-0 count.
There you go, Sawyer.
Rodehaver delivers his first strike of the inning. Brings the count to 1-1 on the catcher, Michael. That one is outside. 2-1. It's only the 3rd time that the Indians have had a runner in scoring position this game.
Well, now Sawyer.
They have not been able to go through and get a run across the plate at this point, but if Rodehaver continues to struggle, this may be their inning. 3-1 count now. And that one's going to be lined to center field. Tassinger there. Gets underneath of it. And the first out of the inning for the Golden Tornado.
Now batting number 27, Stotler.
That will bring the current pitcher for the Indians to the plate, number 27, Stotler. Stotler started the game in right field, then came in to pitch in the bottom of the third. He struck out in his first plate appearance. Ground ball to the right side. And they're going to say that Hahn pulled his foot off the bag on that throw.
Now batting number 13, McConaughey.
And the second error of the inning. We'll put runners on first and second with only one out. They'll bring up McConaughey. He singled his first plate appearance. First pitch in there for a strike. McConaughey singled and advanced to second on a pass ball in the third inning. And Rodehaver back to his form that he was in the previous 4 innings, starting off McConaughey with 2 strikes. Good job by McConaughey there, spoiling that outside fastball, staying alive. Count stays at 0-2. Nice breaking ball there from Rodehaver, and he gets the punch out.
Now batting number 24, Rankin.
Took a little something off that one. Had some nice break. Little 12-6 action there. And McConaughey swung right over the top of it for the second out of the inning. That'll bring the leadoff hitter, the third baseman, Rankin, to the plate. He's singled and flown out to center field. First pitch misses for a ball. Next one is lined to the shortstop, Williamson, who makes a leaping grab. Nifty defense there from the shortstop for Kaiser. And the Indian threat is stifled. So no runs yet again for the Indians after the leadoff walk and a couple of errors put runners in scoring position. Golden Tornado will go into the bottom of the 6th with a 5-0 lead. Bottom of the 5th with a 5-0 lead. Due up for the Golden Tornado, the left fielder Mikey Mungold, first baseman Wes Hahn, and the right fielder Cole Holland. I want to go through once again and remind everyone of the Kaiser Athletic Trust. We talked about them earlier in the broadcast, but if you find yourself in a position to go through and either give a one-time or recurring donation, information about how to go through and do that is on your screen. You can scan the QR code there with your phone or go to their Facebook page listed there in the bottom left. The Kaiser Athletic Trust wanted to go through and build a brighter future for Kaiser athletes. Want to go through and do a turf renovation project and build a multi-sport athletic building. So if you find yourself in a position to go through and help out, there would be more than happy to go through and put you in touch with how to go through and do that. Looks like there is a new pitcher for the Indians. Going on to the mound is number 24, Rankin, who was the third baseman. Not sure of any other defensive switches. It looks like there might be a new third baseman in the game.
Coming into pitch for Berkeley Springs, number 24, Rankin.
And playing third, it looks like number 16 is Henry.
Looks like coming into the game to play third base, number 16, Henry.
That'll bring the left fielder, Mikey Mungold, up to bat. Mungold has a sacrifice bunt and a fielder's choice so far on the day. First pitch in there for a strike. Rankin's second pitch misses low for ball one. Brings the count to 1-1 on the speedy left fielder for the Golden Tornado. That one misses low. Ball two. On deck for the Golden Tornado, number 9, Wes Hahn. Mungo drives the ball to the shortstop. And they're able to get him in time. So a 6-3 ground out is how the Golden Tornadoes start their home half of the fifth. And that will bring Wes Hahn to the plate. He has walked, struck out, and scored a run. Hahn looking for his first hit of the contest. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch, breaking ball misses. Brings the count to 1-1. That one chopped back to the pitcher. And the Golden Tornado are set down with 2 outs as Wes Hahn grounds out 1-3 for the second out of the inning. That will bring the right fielder, Cole Holland, to the plate. Holland has an RBI double, a walk, and a run scored. He looks at the second pitch of the at-bat. And once again, breaking ball in there for a strike. Rankin seems to have a very nice off-speed pitch that he can throw for a strike. We've seen it early in the count against all these Golden Tornado hitters so far this inning. That one misses for a ball. Brings the count to 2-1. See how the Golden Tornado batters adjust now. They stay back and wait for that breaking pitch to break and drive it into right field. Holland now finds himself even with the 2-2 count. 2 outs, no one on. And the breaking ball catches the outside part of the plate for out number 3. So the Golden Tornado are sat down in order in the home half of the 5th. They will face the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Indians as we enter into the 6th inning. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight on Tornado TV. This is our last athletic live stream of the year. We will only be on the air one more time so far this year. We will go through and bring you the 2025 Kaiser High School graduation ceremony. I want to thank all the different sponsors who were able to go through and help put our first year of streaming out on YouTube and make it a success, especially tonight's sponsor, sponsored by Kaiser Fox's Pizza Den. And I just want to let everyone know our thoughts and prayers are out there with Kirk Kessner, who had a little bit of a farming accident this week. Hopeful for his speedy recovery. We really go through and enjoy everything that Kirk goes through and brings to the Kaiser High School community and to Kaiser High School, and we wish him a very speedy recovery. Looks like there is a new pitcher on the mound for the Golden Tornado. Looks like taking over pitching duties is number 8, Landon Tysinger.
Moving from center field to the pitcher's mound, we have number 8, Landon Tysinger. Entering the game, playing right field, number 7, Maddox Tysinger. And moving to center field, number 2, Mikey Mungold. And shifting from right to left, number 1, Cole Holland.
Okay, so some defensive changes here for the Golden Tornado. Tysinger comes into pitch. Mungold slides to center. Holland slides from right to left. And entering into the 9 spot will be Maddox Tysinger into right field. And while we were going those defensive alignments, the center fielder Moore for the Indians grounds out 6-3 for the first out of the inning. Tysinger's first pitch to the third baseman Miller is in for a strike. Lefty deals. Another ground ball to the shortstop Williamson. And another putout. So back-to-back 6-3 putouts have the Golden Tornado with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 19, McCumbee. McCumbee on the evening has struck out and flown out to center field. So he's still looking for his first hit of the contest. He hits this one to center, and it is tracked down by the new center fielder there, Mikey Mungold, and the Indians are set down with a 4-pitch inning as Tysinger makes very quick work of the heart of the lineup for the Indians. Yeah, very efficient 4-pitch inning for Tysinger. Golden Tornado go into the home half of the 6th, leading 5-0. Up to bat in this inning. Would have to assume number 5, Valentine, will stay in the DH spot, even though Tysinger is now playing right field. Would have to think Valentine would hit in this situation. Then the top of the order for the Golden Tornado, the shortstop Williamson, and then the new pitcher, Landon Tysinger, batting third this inning. Once again, that will bring the 9-1-2 hitters up for the Golden Tornado in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off for the Golden Tornado, the DH, number 5, Leighton Valentine. Once again, if you're just joining us and you're not used to these numbers being thrown out, the Golden Tornado are wearing special National Guard uniforms. So some of the guys had to go through and get different numbers. Tassinger usually wearing the 81, but wearing 5 today. Or sorry, Valentine. Valentine wearing typically the number 81, but wearing the number 5 today. Valentine in for a second pitch at the at-bat. That one misses outside. It's now 1-1. Valentine doing a lot of pitching and DHing duties for the Golden Tornado this season. Also played some outfield. That one misses. Wide and outside. And he sees himself now with a 2-1 count. That one in for a strike. Brings the count even to 2-2. Valentine fouls that one off, but it is hung on to there by the catcher, Michael, for the first out of the inning. So good job there by the catcher hanging on to that foul tip by Valentine. And it does bring the count, or it does bring the first out of the 6th inning. Brings us back to the top of the order for the Golden Tornado. Shortstop Lucas Williamson. He has struck out, walked, and singled. That ball fouled out of play. Brings the count to 0-1. Williamson digs in for the second pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball misses outside. Brings the count to 1-1. Rankin, since entering the game, has kept these Golden Tornado hitters off balance, mixing up a fastball with a very strong breaking ball. Williamson sits on that one.
No way he caught that.
That ball into left field.
No way it bounced. That was definitely off the bounce.
Waiting for the call. And it looks like they're going to say that the center fielder for Berkeley Springs, Moore, was able to get his glove under that for a flyout. So nifty play there by the center fielder to go through and rob a possible double from the leadoff hitter for Kaiser. So 2 outs now as Tassinger, the new pitcher, steps into the plate. First pitch is a ball. Tassinger on the day has a double, sacrifice fly for an RBI, and a flyout. In the on-deck circle, Hunter Haar, waiting for his possible plate appearance. That one misses, and the count's now 2-1. Or, sorry, 3-0. So one of the few times so far in this contest where Rankin has fallen behind. And with 2 outs and a 5-run lead, we'd have to think that Tassinger is going to be aggressive here. Doesn't like that breaking ball in for a strike. Takes it for strike 1. 3-1 count. And that one misses for a ball. Tassinger works the walk and finds his way to first base. That'll bring the catcher, Hunter Haar, to the plate. Haar on the evening has a strikeout, a flyout, and a single. See what the Golden Tornado do here with 2 outs. And the speedy Tassinger on first. We'd have to think that they'll try to get him into scoring position here before, so that if Haar does get a hold of something, he can come around and score. First pitch in for a strike. Long pause there from Rankin, trying to weed out a possible move there from Tassinger. Tassinger takes off on that pitch. Ground ball up the middle. And Hunter Haar has a 2-hit evening or 2 hits on the evening as he gets on with the single. Tassinger does advance to second, unable to go to third as the ball was stopped there in shallow center. Didn't want to make the third out at third. And it looks like we will have a pinch runner for the catcher, Haar. Zaycott will enter into the game once again to run for the catcher. That'll bring the third baseman, Cam Larkin, to the plate. Larkin has walked twice and flown out to the first baseman. Ground ball back to the pitcher. And he flips it over to first for the out. So 2 runners left. Golden Tornado do not get any runs that inning, but they still lead 5-0 as we head into the 7th inning. So once again, defensively here for the Golden Tornado, after they moved Landon Tassinger onto the mound. Cole Holland finds his way into left. Mikey Mungold is now playing center field. Maddox Tassinger into the game in the number 9 spot, playing right field. Larkin and Williamson still on the left side. Davey and Hahn on the right. Hahn behind the plate. And once again, Landon Tassinger, who had a 4-pitch inning in his previous inning out there, will look to go through and be just as efficient here in the 7th to get a win for the Golden Tornado. We're going to step out really quick for a 30-second ad break and be back with the last and final inning of Golden Tornado Baseball. Up to bat this inning for the Indians, the DH, number 17, Shiflett, number 6, the second baseman, McClintock, and the catcher, Michael. Shiflett on the evening has walked and grounded out to the second baseman, Davey. See what he does with his third plate appearance of the afternoon. First pitch in there, fouled off for a strike. Once again, Tassinger being very efficient. And next pitch in there for strike 2. Little off-speed pitch. Just misses for ball one. That off-speed pitch floats a little bit. Looks like maybe a changeup. That one sailed a little high on him. Brings the count to 2-2. And he gets the punch out for the first out of the 7th. So some very efficient pitching so far for Tassinger. 9 pitches so far through 4 batters, all of them resulting in outs. That'll bring the second baseman McClintock to the plate. That pitch misses for ball one. That one fouled back. Brings the count to 1-1. Tassinger deals. That one sails on him a little bit. Brings the count to 2-1. Har settles in, gives the signs. Tassinger ready. That one finds the inside corner for strike 2. Outside, and the count's now full. See what Tassinger decides to throw here with this full count against McClintock. That one bounces in front of the plate, and he'll make his way to first with a walk.
Now batting number 2, Michael.
That'll bring the catcher for Berkeley Springs to the plate, number 2, Michael. He has lined out to Davey at second and flown out to center field in his first 2 plate appearances. That pitch misses for ball one. Looks like the Golden Tornado are playing a little defensive indifference here. They are not actually holding McClintock on first. Har playing well off the bag. Pitch in for a strike. For those of you who question why that would happen, Golden Tornado are up 5-0. That runner on first does not really matter as long as the Golden Tornado can get outs here. Nice stop there from Har. Brings the count to 2-1. Golden Tornado hoping to go through and just get outs, get out of this inning, get the W. That one fouled back. Brings the count to 2-2. Once again, 1 out. Runner on first is the second baseman, McClintock. With the Golden Tornado with a 5-0 lead. That one is flied. Into right. Tassinger drops the ball. Once again, that is Maddox Tassinger playing right field, who entered the game after the pitching change. I don't think his brother's going to be very happy about that defensive performance.
Number 16, Henry.
I'm sure that'll be an interesting conversation on the car ride home. Come on, bro. That will bring to the plate number 16, Henry, the new third baseman. This is his first plate appearance of the game. Strike 2. And Landon Tassinger finds himself with an 0-2 count against the new third baseman. And he sets him down on 3 straight pitches. And that will bring the shortstop, McConaughey, to the plate. He has singled and struck out. First pitch for Landon Tysinger in there for strike one. You know, both pitchers really for the Golden Tornado this evening, Rodehaver and Tysinger, did a really good job attacking the zone, not wasting a lot of pitches, keeping their pitch counts low. I'm sure Coach Roball very happy to go through and see this pitching performance from these two young men this afternoon. Changeup floats on him. Brings the count to 1-2. Good job there from Hunter Harr, keeping that from being a pass ball. Brings the count to 2-2. That fastball misses outside, and the count is now full. Runners will be in motion, with there being 2 outs and a full count. Coaching staff reminds the infield, since that happens, play's going to be at 1. But that one sails, and we have another walk loading the bases. And that will bring the top of the lineup. Leadoff hitter Rankin will come to the plate. He has singled, flown out, and lined out on the day. And if you're the Golden Tornado, you're still fine. 2 outs. Tying run has not come to the plate yet. But you do not want this to get any farther than this. Things will start to get a little more tense if that happens. Rankin steps into the plate. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. And it seems like so far this inning, the off-speed pitch for Tassinger just isn't quite there. He seems to be sailing it just a little bit. Fastball, however, does get into the zone, driven into center field, and it is corralled there by Mikey Mungold for out number 3. And the Golden Tornado pick up a very impressive 5-0 win over the Berkeley Springs Indians. Tassinger ends the contest throwing 30 pitches. Rodehaver only threw 45. And the Golden Tornado have a very impressive outing on the mound and at the plate. So once again, I want to go through and thank everyone for joining us on Tornado TV. This was our last athletic stream of the season. We will be back for broadcast when we bring you the 2025 Kaiser High School graduation ceremony. We want to thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.